earth, fire, water, air.
You fucked it up. Welcome to Rage Candy. I'm Mark. This is James.
What up?
And we're talking about Korra Season 4, Episode 4, The Calling. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts? Well, I discovered something very important in this episode.
What's that?
I'm a huge Milo fan. Milo has been just my source of entertainment throughout this show. Just those those well-placed one-liners.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got too much Milo this episode.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
But Ikki, though.
Ikki kind of leveled up a lot. She handled her own. And
Ikki's my nigga.
You can't say that. She's a child.
Oh, she's my niglet.
What the fuck is a niglet?
Ikki.
What the fuck is a niglet? Please define that word for me. Ikki's a niglet. Alright, that's weird. I like Ikki.
Piglet, nigga.
I guess.
She's young.
Whatever. I like Tenzin's kids. I like them a lot. I like the grandchildren of Aang. I'm glad they had this, even though it's only one episode, this adventure episode of the three of them traveling on the road trying to find Korra.
It was very throwback.
Yeah.
It was very throwback. Like Aang and his friends used to go from town to town, solving things, going on adventures. And
I feel like, alright, with Korra, I was missing that sense of adventure that Aang's series had. Aang always had that because they was traveling from one place to another. Korra, she's either in Zaofu or in Republic City or Southern Air Temple, and that's it. She's never anywhere else. She's never going around the world. Oh yeah,
the White Tribe.
Or that. So I'm glad they had the story. I like the nice homage they did to when Aang and Katara and all them first went to the swamp and they got stuck with the tree, with the vines with Appa. The what is it, the divine tree, the big spiritual tree in the center of the swamp. Very good throwback episode. I liked it. Now, the three airbenders traveling the world to find Korra. They had their own little adventures. They ran into the guy that saw her 6 months ago, and it has like the picture of her and Aang. Told a little funny story, and then the whole thing with Milo going around, hey, little girl, have you seen Korra? Nope. I want a top secret mission. That was kind of cute, but you're right. Too much Milo.
Too much Milo. Way too much Milo.
Not enough Jinora.
You would think there would have been more Jinora. She spent the whole episode damn near meditating.
And
Bitch, do something.
Well, I get it. Like, after watching it a couple times, I saw like, okay, Jinora is trying to find Korra, but she isn't well in tune with her spiritual powers like how Korra isn't in tune with her avatar state. So I like how they're trying to tie the two stories together. It wasn't enough to completely tie it together, but it all worked out well.
It kind of seemed like, because Korra, being one spiritual being, was stuck in a huge well of spiritual presence in the swamp. Her presence was masked by everything going on around her.
Right.
That was what I took from it.
Yeah, you're right. And I see that side too. Now then on the other side, going more into Korra, and by the way, fans, this episode made me stop calling Korra a bitch. I get it. Like, okay, let me explain.
Please?
Okay. Yes, if you go through such turmoil and something to that magnitude, it sits with you. You're not mentally well, and then you find out you still have bits of poison still in your body. So not only you're mentally unwell, but you're physically unwell still. Okay, I get that. I didn't like how she was taking her frustration out on everyone else by just being a bitch about it. But now she got out. She got to the avatar state. Toph did the whole tough love thing to her and helped her get through her shit. Like, I'm so glad Toph, thank you Toph, for helping Korra out her feelings. Now that she's out her feelings, she can focus on Kuvira, she can focus on being needed again. She's the avatar, she got into the avatar state. Now she's done with her pity party. That's all I wanted her to do, was be done with her 3-year-long pity party. Woe is me. Now it's time for you to step up and be the avatar you're supposed to be and save the world one more time, because that's your job. And I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first step.
The first step.
We're getting there. It's progress.
I like Korra this much more now, which is a lot compared to how it was last week. I like her this much more.
It's progress. We can always appreciate progress around here.
Now, I do want to say the animation at the end where they're bending the metal out of her and Toph sitting there helping her, that was a very nice
This
touch.
fight is over.
Yeah.
Well, that fight is over.
But this next fight is going to be epic. I can't wait to see episode 5, see her, Kavira! How dare you! And she just go Avatar stand. Kavira's like, bitch, I can bend magnetized iron. Try to stop me. I'm Kavira. I want to see that fight.
Before we get there, let me just say, I appreciate Toph. I appreciate her presence in this series.
I want to see more of her.
We're probably through seeing her.
I don't think so. I think she's going to come back.
Maybe.
Because I want to see a reunion of all the living members from the past series and all the...
I want to know what happened to Sokka, but that's neither here nor there.
I think Sokka died.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, okay.
He's definitely dead. But,
it'd be nice if Suki's alive.
That's interesting.
Or
that's
if Sokka and Suki's kids come about, that would be interesting.
If they had kids.
If they had kids.
But
I'm assuming they did, but, you know...
Focus!
Alright.
I appreciate you, Toph. I'm glad you came back. As somebody who watched the show from its inception to now, I appreciate you. I'm good to see. I'm glad to see you're okay throughout all the swampy shit, and this world almost ending like 3 times.
And she's just in bed like, oh, everything's alright.
Just coasting. Thanks, Toph. You're still awesome, even as an old lady. Her story's epic.
Yeah, her story is epic. I like how she went from being her child self to her panicky midlife crisis self to going back to her child self at an old age. Oh, it would be really nice if Toph is in the series finale and she's like helping her defeat Kavira. That would be awesome.
It would be. It's just funny to me how her stories were.
Oh yeah, that was really funny.
Her stories, it's like how did you teach Aang earthbending?
I threw rocks at him, Sokka fell in a hole. I was like, damn, that's it? Cold-blooded.
That's what she took from it?
Yeah.
What about the time you stopped the Fire Lord? It was hot. I was on a blimp. I think a lion turtle showed up.
What's that entail? Stop asking me questions. Leave me alone. I'm like, damn, Toph, alright. I want Toph. Like, there should be a series, old Toph telling stories to young kids.
You should get a segment, like a little after, like a segment after the show, kind of like Pokemon Rap was. Give Toph her own segment.
Yes, give Toph her own segment. Toph, how did you learn metal? How did you discover metal bending?
I was in a hole. There was badges there. I copied them.
I used to do earth bending wrestling. It was dusty. I won.
There was a boulder.
The boulder. Oh man.
That was very throwbackish.
So, what do you think is gonna happen in episode 5?
First things first, she's gonna get caught up in the breast what's going on in Republic City. I imagine a reunion episode before shit gets real.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think
they did set things.
An episode.
They set things up where they said, "Well, we're heading to Zaofu," and it's kind of like, "Oh, well."
Yeah, about that. The balls on Kavira to just take pretty much the entire.
She said it. She said it.
Yeah.
She said, well, no, she didn't say it. Well, she did say it.
Yeah, she said it.
She said it last week.
Yeah.
You know what's coming to Zaofu. And then it was said this time when Ikki was caught by the guards. My favorite part of the episode, by the way. Reached out the ropes.
Right.
Caught, but not really caught. But she said in the episode, they said in the episode, everybody's heading to Zaofu.
Right.
And then the entire empire would be united. It's like, Raggy? But that's what's going on. I imagine the Battle of Zaofu will be starting shortly.
I hope it's not a series finale. That would just kill it.
I mean, it's kind of set up where Kuvira and Korra will have maybe 1 or 2 meetings before the show.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, after a great villain like Zahir, the next villain needs to be that much more batshit insane.
Yeah, Zahir.
Because they met a few times throughout the series and they battled it out. Then at the end, they had the big battle. I don't want a big battle. I want to see them meet a couple of times. I want to see how crazy Kavira is.
But Kavira doesn't really seem to be crazy. She just constantly really be just determined and set her own way.
Maybe. But we'll say that for next week's episode. On Mark, this is James, and we're Audi 5000.
Audi 5000.
I got that from, what's the guy's name? Black Nerd Comedy. Nice shout out. Started watching you. Very funny.
I like it better when he does it.
Okay, I won't do it no more. Sorry, I won't do it no more.
Quit being light skinned.
That's such a...